I think it was a couple years ago, I said I was going to do a review on the military sleep system. And to be totally honest with you, I kind of spaced it off. I had it out not too long ago, and I thought, you know, I really need to get this done. So this is what I'm going to do. I've used this thing for several years now. It is a phenomenal piece of gear. To start off with, I started with getting just the bivy sack because I thought, well, I have other sleeping bags. I can use this Gore-Tex bivy sack to just slide my bags into, and I'll be good to go. Or, you know, just a real quick shelter to get into to keep me dry. And this thing has really, really been worth its weight in gold. I've had it in the rain, I've had it in the snow. It's protected my bag. I can slide a sleeping mat down the side of it, and I don't come undone with it or come off of it and slide off of it, which is just absolutely awesome. It is really a well thought out piece of gear. It's got a piece of Velcro in it to attach the top, so it kind of goes over the top of your face, and you'll still get condensation if you breathe inside your bag, but not as bad. All these bags have heavy duty zippers on them, heavy duty snaps, welded seams. It's military. You know, how can you go wrong with military gear? Almost all of it's been tried and tested and used all over the world. So just a very solid piece of gear. After that, I decided, well, I got this, maybe I'll get the piece that snaps into it. So I ended up getting the intermediate bag, which is the black bag. And once again, I've been nothing but pleased with this bag. It has, once again, the heavy duty zippers, Velcro attachment for keeping your zipper from sliding down, a nice hood, drawstring that's easy to use and find. It has this baffle right here that keeps your hot air inside your bag so that when you move, it stops it from running out, which is nice. It has a really nice baffle in the zipper also, a zipper baffle. And the good thing about it is it snaps right into this liner. And I'll show you how I do that here in a minute once I talk about the rest of it. So it's all interchangeable. So now I have a Gore-Tex bag that I can snap, which I think this intermediate cold bag is about 20 degrees for me. I sleep kind of cold, but one thing that I've been really happy about this is that the feet are double insulated on it. I've never gotten cold feet on this, and the coldest I've slept in this system was, I want to say, like right at 2 or 3 below, and it was great. But I had long johns and polar fleece and stuff on. But just the bag alone is probably about a 20-degree bag. I don't really think the Gore-Tex bag, the sack, really adds any temperature difference, but it does make it a little bit more comfortable, and especially if you're sleeping with a tarp a lot, it gives you a little bit of peace of mind. Then the last bag that I ended up getting was this patrol bag. And it is about flimsy. For the weight, there's better bags out there, but the nice thing about it is it snaps into the rest of the system, and it's oversized. Because when I put it together, I'll show you how this all works and snaps together. It really completes the system out. So this temperature rating on this bag, I would say, is probably about a 50-degree bag. It's really not a super warm bag, but the zippers are solid on it. Once again, it's got a good drawstring on it. Maybe a little bit colder, but you know, 48 degrees, but it's not a very warm bag. But it's better than nothing, right? You couple that with your Gore-Tex bag, and you get a nice summer system. So we'll go ahead and put this stuff together, and I'll show you how I put it together and how I've had luck doing it. Alright, to put this baby together, first thing I do is I start out with my bivy sack. I open it up, and notice the zipper doesn't go all the way to the feet. Then I take my green bag. I find the head, put that at the head, and then it kind of, all zippers line up. Take the feet, shove them down in there, pull it tight, find my zipper again, and correspond all my snaps together. Because then the snaps and the zippers will all correspond. Alright? And don't go on this outside flap. This outside flap snaps to the bag itself, to the bivy bag itself. So there's inside snaps that are right on the zipper. And that's what you want to go to. Take your time, don't get them crisscrossed, because there is a lot of snaps on here. You know, this, I have a friend of mine who is in the Marines. While I'm doing this, I'll tell you this story. He got issued this whole system and he had the bivy sack with him, and he said he was on like a patrol, and he was on this super steep slope, and he actually took a piece of 550 cord and tied off the top of his Gore-Tex bag and slid down beside it and pulled the rest over the top of him. It was like on a real steep incline. And he said it kept him dry and it didn't move all night long. And to me, that kind of speaks volumes when you have a guy that's actually had it out on missions, you know, use it. Now I'm sure there's stories like that all over, but it just really attests to the solid nature of this gear. I wish I would have had this issued to me when I was in the military, but all we had were those 20-degree intermediate bags. Alright, so there we're set up with that green bag, nice and big. I can take that flap it over and snap it onto these snaps. They all correspond. Now if I want to put the black bag in, once again, I unzip my green bag and there's snaps in here. So I start with my head and I lay it on the head, take the feet and shove them inside the green bag. Then I line my zippers up. My snaps are inside the green bag. And then I just snap it together. Super easy. And the nice thing about this is once it's together, I've never had this thing come apart either. Just a great system. There is one kind of disadvantage to this, and that is the weight. I know the military doesn't really care about weight a lot of times, but the older you get, the more you tend to care about weight. Obviously the military is a young man's game, so it is a little heavy, but I guess it's all give and take, you know what I mean? So you never can tell what's going to be good and what's not good until you get it out there. So we'll get her all snapped up, put together. And the hoods interlace with each other and just lay in there. And there's your sleep system right there. You can zip up that black bag. What I usually end up doing is just zipping up the black bag in a minute. So it's got that nice baffle in it, and then zip up the Gore-Tex bag. If you want to take the time to put those snaps over, you can. But it is a super solid piece of gear, and you know you can pick them up online used for about $100. Brand new, I don't know what they go for anymore. But if you got the extra cash, I'd probably go with a brand new one. They also come with a black compression sack that I don't have because I have different sacks for it. But a really quality piece of gear.